Hello, this is Keir from XenForo. In this video I'm going to demonstrate a few of the advanced tools XenForo provides to moderators to make their jobs easier. Here we are looking at a list of threads in XenForo. I'm currently logged out, so I'm seeing the view as a guest would see it, which means I don't see any of the advanced controls to manipulate the content. So let's go ahead and sign in and we'll see what changes. The first change that I'm going to talk about is this little edit link that appears next to every thread. Clicking it allows you to make changes to the thread right from this view while leaving the thread in the same forum. So let's take this one and we'll change the title and close it. We'll save that. And you see the title has updated and we have a little lock icon to show that we are viewing a locked thread. Let's undo that. And now we'll take this one and change its state to deleted. And there we go. It's now showing the deleted state. Again, let's undo that. The next thing to talk about is the controls for manipulating multiple items. That's what these checkboxes are for. We found that when we were selecting things to be modified, we tended to be looking at the thread titles. So we put the checkbox right next to the thread title rather than having it somewhere else that you have to trace your path along to find it. So if we pick up a number of items, you'll notice that in the spirit of bringing controls to you, we bring an overlay that is populated with the controls you need right to where your pointer is. You'll see that we have delete and approve, the two most commonly used controls, sitting there as buttons, so that it's only one click to do that. And we have a selection of other items under here. We can also select all items and then deselect a few, or we can select no items. And as soon as we change the selection to have nothing selected, the overlay disappears. Now let's go and take a look inside a thread. Here we have a thread that has a number of relatively long posts, and I want to select several of those. So let's scroll down and find the first checkbox. Here it is. And if I want to get to the next one, rather than having to scroll again, I can just click the down button and it moves the overlay and the screen scrolling so that it's next to the subsequent checkbox. I can also move up to undo it. So let's select two of these and move them to a new thread in the same forum and go. Done. The final thing to talk about is the fact that inline moderation works across multiple pages. So if I pick up two threads from here, I can tell from this little readout here that I have two threads selected. If I then click on page 6, for example, it still tells me I have two selected even though there are none visible on this page. So let's pick up one from here and then let's find a new page. Let's go to page 12, pick up one from here, and the selected total goes up to 4. Let's check page 10, still have 4 selected. There's nothing I want to select on here, so I can click that and get the controls in order to work with the 4 that I have selected. I don't actually want to do anything with those, so let's deselect them, and we can do that without having to go and visit the individual posts. The final thing I want to talk about is a common occurrence that I have where people send me links to threads and tell me that something needs to be done to them. So in this particular case, someone sent me a link to this thread and told me that it's a duplicate of another. However, this thread is several days old, and therefore its record on the thread list page is not going to be on page 1, and it could take me quite some time to go through the various pages until I find it. That's actually not necessary with XenForo, because I can just pop open the thread tools and select the thread for moderation right from here. I can then come back up to the test messages, and you can see that we have one selected, that's the one we just selected, and pick up the one that it says is the duplicate, and then from there merge the threads. And now we have that thread merged with my other thread. I hope you've enjoyed this short presentation of inline moderation tools in XenForo. More to come soon.